Oh, we're live and we're late. Welcome, everybody. Oh, where am I? Oh, sorry, I better change my scene.
Are you sure we're live?
We're live. Hey, everybody.
Welcome to the live coin Q&A, everybody.
Welcome. So everybody want to say hi? Ida, Mike, Eric, Hiram.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Sorry, popping out my chat here.
So welcome to the live Q&A, you guys. We missed you. We didn't get to see you last week. We had so many, like a snowball effect of things that happened, and we just couldn't make it. So, but we are happy that we're back. And I'm just going to let everybody go around the room and introduce themselves, and then we'll get onto it. So how about Mr. Magic Coins?
Oh, great.
He does it every time, man.
Yeah.
Hello.
Spot. Yeah, as you can see, I'm building a mullet. And,
Spot.
my COVID mullet. And no, I'm Jay Hoffmaster, Mantic Coins. I started out doing roll hunting and looking for varieties in the $50 series and Kennedys and searching boxes. And, got to know Ken Peavy, our mentor, who helped us start this show, and as well as the big show. And, just have grown to love varieties and have been chasing that and learning now about errors the last year or so, really understanding the minting process. And my favorite coin is a 2-cent piece, but I also love half dimes and 20-cent pieces and Lincoln cents and just about any copper. Yeah, I love it all. But as long as it's a variety. So happy to see everybody here, and I hope you're all having a great Christmas season, holiday season. So,
Thanks, Shay. Eric,
Hey, that'd be me. Hello, everyone. Blues Coins here, aka Eric Bartholomew. Beautiful December. I got to shovel some snow today, so that was exciting. I'm an era variety set collector. Going on 4 years now, three years. Right? I don't even know what year it is anymore.
2020.
Oh my God, it's that
It
year.
needs to be 2021. Is what it needs to be. So, yep, era variety set collector. Changing my collecting habits just a little bit. The last 3 or 4 months, I've been really concentrating on graded coins and looking for the cherry pickers and those. So, proud member to Q&A show, Facebook groups, and welcome everybody to the show tonight.
Thanks, Eric. Oh boy, look at that mug.
Big old 100-ounce coffee mug for a head. Yeah,
Hey, son, you're on mute.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Shaun here with BlueRidge Silver Hound. First and foremost, thank you guys for your support of the live coin Q&A live stream and channel and all of its member hosts. We are coming up to the end of the year, and I can't say enough great things about this team of merry bandits that have brought me in this year. So I'm extremely grateful for that. But you guys know me as the resident kind of like all-purpose coin guy. I've been around for a while on YouTube, 10 plus years, been in the hobby for 25 plus. And I do all with U.S. coins, from U.S. type to Exonumia to colonials, although I don't have too many of those, but they even do currency. But yeah, having a lot of fun. Hope to, check in with you guys with your coins. And most of all, have fun.
Mr. Coin Dragon, Frank.
Hi. Yes, it is I, the voice behind the pulsating icon. This is Coin Dragon, aka Frank. I've been collecting, I don't know, for about 25 years. Mostly interested in varieties and airs, and of course, woodies. Got one or two of those laying around here somewhere. Just glad to be back after last week. Sorry about that. And, well, this is my favorite day, and I hope it's yours too. And thanks for stopping by. Over my tongue. First day with my new lips. Sorry.
Oh my God.
Yes. Yeah, he missed Halloween, didn't
You are my father, Luke.
Hey, everybody. Chris here.
I don't know which one's scarier. Put that back on.
Oh, let's not start. Let's not start, Paula.
Okay,
Huh?
sorry. I
Hey,
can't find
everybody.
that jib.
I'm one of the resident goofballs of the show, and I love coins. I love errors and varieties, and I love collecting everything numismatic related. So I love looking at your guys' questions and helping you find the answer. So my favorite night, I know I'm kind of sporadic. I got a lot of stuff going on, so sometimes I'm able to make it, sometimes I'm not, but I'm here tonight, so that's all that counts. So can't wait to see your questions.
We are happy you're here with us.
you?
All right. Oh, I'm Paula.
Hi, Paula.
I like coins. I like coins a lot.
See,
So
that's
if-
the one I like. Short and sweet.
Not the only thing she likes.
And I like these guys, and I like you guys. Okay. So if you are new, welcome. If you're old, welcome back. If you have never been to the live coin Q&A, we are a group of coin lovers, like you just heard. We all kind of have our interests and our specialties, things that we study, and we started, actually Ken started this over 2 years ago, and we are continuing it on, and it's growing, and we love it. And you know, I think that this is going to be something that people are going to find in the future, that's, you know, a really valuable resource for everybody. Education in this hobby is important to every single one of the channel members. And we, you know, we do this because we love the hobby, and we want everybody to, you know, do great in this hobby for themselves. So with that being said, Shaun, did you have some things you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, real quick. I wanted to address a few, I guess, little house cleaning items for the channel. So there's always been this question of emails. Like, you know, if I send an email at a certain time, you know, during the broadcast or before or whatever, what guarantees do you have that it'll go into the stream? Well, we have come together, we have talked, and because of the just overall just blow up of demand for our live stream and just hanging out with us, that we have made the very start of the live stream the cutoff for emails, unless it's like an additional photo that we need from you because we don't have enough information on your coin. But any new emails or new topics, new coins you want to talk about, if it's uploaded or sent to our email after the start time of the live stream, it will not show up till the next week. So we just wanted to make you guys aware that that's the kind of like the updated change, just to keep things in line and not bog down the stream with extra stuff. We don't want to feel obligated with hitting every single email and sacrificing the quality of our talks to you about your coin, all right, your consultation rather. All right, so that's the first thing. The number two thing, I wanted to talk about our upcoming show schedule. So we are live tonight. We will also be live next Monday, the 21st. However, we will be taking off the 28th, which is the weekend after Christmas. And then we will resume again after the first of the year. I think it's January 3rd. Did I get that right, Paula? Or
Yes, I think so.
So January 3rd. So we're gonna have one
Fourth.
week where we're just gonna
That would be the fourth.
The 4th. Okay, the 4th.
Fourth. Okay. So we'll be back after the
Thanks,
first
Chris.
year on the 4th. So those are the two items that I wanted to talk about. And I know we usually kick off the good old show with, something, like a, I don't know, just something that we could all share. And I figured it's not unanimous, but I thought I'd bring it up since 2020 is coming to a close and we've all had to endure a lot of things this year. But from the coin collecting or numismatic side, I just want to hear from each one of my panel members, and feel free, everyone, to go ahead and type in chat as well. What's the one thing that you like this year from coins, currency, or whatever, and one thing you dislike? All right. So anyone want to start on our panel?
Sure.
Fire away, Mr. Rhodes.
I like the reverse proof Jefferson nickels. It's not a really good looking coin normally. Sorry, Jeff. But the reverse proof is actually not bad looking. It's a nice looking coin, and it's very affordable. So I kind of like that. What I don't like is those V75 Privy Mark coin. I think that was just absolutely ridiculous. I know many people were able to cash in on that and make some quick money, and good for anybody that was able to do that. I was trying to do that myself, and I couldn't. I just could not get one, darn it.
I took the money and ran.
But I think it's just the amount of money that those things were going for after the initial offering was just absolutely crazy. And I can't see, at the end of the day, those are bullion coins, and they're supposed to be used for bullion purposes, and the premium on that is just crazy. So I don't really like that. So that's my take on it.
Whoa.
I can go.
When you said reverse proof nickel, Chris, were you alluding to the West Point one or the one that the West Point one? The West Point, yeah. I think that's the only one, right?
Yeah, I like anything West Point.
It's a creepy nickel. I'm sorry, it's creepy.
It stares at you.
It just keeps staring at you is what happens.
It's creepy. But reverse proof anything is it's just not that cool factor.
Oh, if the design is beautiful on the coin to begin with, I think reverse proof looks good. Just a different kind of like frosted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
I know.
Yeah.
I actually have a couple things that I really like about the hobby this year. One thing I like is that a lot of new people have been brought into the hobby out of boredom, out of lack of other things to do, and probably some out of kind of necessity or whatever. Maybe looking for a quick buck or something. And listen, there have been a lot of people that have been brought into this hobby for that that's their initial reason for coming in, and then they get hooked, and then we keep them. So I really like that, and I also really like that I've seen a lot of really, really cool coins come into the market that may not come into the market. And it's unfortunate, the reason they come into the market is because people have to sell their collections because they're running out of money. But it's been cool to see some of the fantastic coins that have been put up in heritage and things like that. Great collections and stuff that haven't been in the market for years and years and years. Really, really rare coins, old, and just really cool. So those are two of the things that I like. One of the things I don't like is I still can't get coins from the bank. So
Yeah, that seems to be a big one with everyone.
Yeah.
But to talk to kind of piggyback on the auction scene and everything like that, I think people recognize just how hot the market is for quality type coins right now, and that's why we're seeing kind of like this influx of just better quality stuff coming in through great collections, heritage, in spite of the fact that they can't hold the physical shows like Long Beach and all that because of COVID. They're still able to run the traditional big auctions for those events. So it's nice to see coins that I haven't seen in probably a decade or two come into the market, the super, super rare ones. So,
yeah, really fun to see that.
yeah.
I can't afford them, but they're really cool to see.
Yeah.
Fun to watch.
I'll go next.
Go for it, man.
Hi, everybody. One of the things I'd like to say about the light part and that I've seen is the information is getting out there on the Facebook groups and even on this live show and through the emails. The information is getting out there. You all are doing a good job on learning and trying to get a grasp on this hobby. And it can be a pain. Some of this stuff, it can be a pain when you're looking at it. So I'm just happy the information is getting out there and it's getting out there correctly or to the best of the ability. What I didn't like about this year, coin shows went away.
Yeah.
Nothing.
That's another big one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is very hurtful because for us set collectors, we counted on them shows to fill our books because we don't have to pay shipping costs for a single coin. So even though you get a good deal on the secondary market on the coin, when you pay the shipping costs, it kills it. So without the coin shows, myself as a set collector and a cherry picker, it was hurtful. It was very hurtful.
Yeah.
I've got a few things if you're done.
Yes. Go right ahead, Mr. Mentic.
Well, some of my favorite things have already been mentioned, but I'll add. I really love the 2020 silver set this year that came with the reverse proof nickel. That was great. And Paul is saying that the uncirculated set's beautiful. So
It is beautiful.
So the Mint's doing a lot of good things for the hobby, and that's good to see. The W program, I thought, it has it's a mixed bag. I think a lot of people like it. Some people don't. There's pros and cons, but I think it did help the hobby overall. And I think I love finding W's. That's for sure. So the downside of 2020 for me was really losing one of the greatest mentors I've ever had in the hobby, and losing Ken. And I think that he was such a great resource of information. He was constantly putting out information, and he was just a great teacher and always had humor. And so I miss him, but that was the big negative for me for this year, is losing somebody with such great influence in the hobby. So.
T-Rex!
Go roll some pennies.
But the great thing is that we got such a great panel of members coming together week after week to do this together, and that's been just the only thing keeping me going. Some days, some weeks, it's just great. So thank you, guys.
Thank you, Clinton. I sure will. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. I don't even have one of your records.
That'd be a cool addition to the big show.
I know.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't seen him, go over to Clinton's YouTube channel. He makes some really cool, acrylic. He does that dipped. Oh my! I don't know. They're amazing. He does them on real records, and they're just beautiful.
Hey, Paula, you froze for a second. Hey, Clinton, go ahead and type in your YouTube channel URL into chat so people can check it out. It's pretty cool.
Please don't wreck any good classic rock records.
Yeah, I'm gonna put them in. There, Clinton, I gave you a wrench so you could put your channel link up.
You know, here's one more bad thing I forgot to mention about this whole year, and I think COVID has a lot to do with it. I've had a lot of friends who are fellow collectors and maybe small-time dealers, kind of like me, you know, collect and sell a little bit on the side. But a couple of them that have actually had to make the tough decision to sell their collection to kind of survive, really. And you know, I helped a few of them out when I could and bought some stuff from them. And it's kind of bittersweet because you hate to see someone going through something like that because it could be you. But, you know, at the same time, all of them were positive about it and said they would build their collection up bigger and better than before. So hopefully they're able to do that. But that, you know, it's an uncomfortable feeling when you're trying to empathize with someone who's going through something like that. So
yeah,
not too cool.
So I wanted to share my like and dislike. I was reading down the comments, and Mike Holmes had mentioned just the quality of the coins of this year coming out of the mint just flat out sucks. And I would agree with you, okay, but there is also kind of like that silver lining in there is that we're seeing more U.S. mint errors on newer coins this year, especially on the quarters. So, you know, if you haven't seen any of them, there was quite a few. A lot of strike throughs, a lot of weird stuff happening on coins this year.
There are a few cuts I've seen too.
Yeah, pretty phenomenal looking stuff. I mean, you know, it's just it's a sign of the times. Quality control is down in the tanks, you know, so a lot of things are going to suffer, but we also see more mint errors, and at this point they just don't care. I would say the one thing that I dislike, I mean, you know, I have to agree with the panel members just not having the ability to get coins at the bank. It is a tough one. Up to this point, I've always gone to the bank once a week. You know? Yeah. You have bought a box of nickels or pennies or whatever, and you know, not being able to do that, you know, really stinks.
I have a couple boxes.
Yeah, there's a few things. Yeah, the whole website issues with all these hot products from the U.S. Mint is also another buzzkill. You know, hopefully they'll take the criticism on the last couple big, you know, products they sold, and really take some action to improving that. We'll see what happens. The V75, yeah, it's a gimmick. You know, I think up to this point we have not done privy marks. Canada's been doing it for the last 10, 15 years or so. So it's something that they're trying. Keep in mind, okay, that the U.S. Mint and its Mint Director are implementing new things to liven up the hobby and to get more people into it. Some people see that as a negative because people want to, you know, use the arbitrage opportunity to make money off of it, and that's fine. That's why they did it in the first place. It's a little bit of a treasure hunt, something that you could, you know, try and enjoy. Right? And then if it's not fun and you get PO'd about it, then maybe you're looking at the hobby at a wrong perspective. Am I just ranting at this point? Okay. The thing I like most this year is I got to join this group of people. So, you know, thank you. I'm never going to be a replacement to the great Master Ken. I'm not, because I came in right before we lost him, and I've known and talked to him before that, and he's a very personable guy. He takes no BS when it comes to the hobby. That's apparent. He's very impassioned, and to lose someone like that, just it hurts. It hurt then. It still kind of hurts now because we live vicariously through him in this show, and this is his baby. So we want to continue to not only grow the channel in his absence, as a tribute, but to also provide just the top rate quality of information that we could possibly give you guys. That's important. So myself and Mr. Christopher Rhodes make a pledge to do that. Oh, Chris Rhodes wants to say something. Go for it.
Cornholio.
You're muted, Chris.
You're muted.
I am.
I was actually pointing to Dave's profile picture there. That's pretty cool.
That's Cornholio.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of.
Frank, did you have something?
Are you threatening me?
Are you threatening me? Yeah.
Frank,
Shaun, what are we promising to do? I missed that part.
I don't know. I forgot. Oh,
eat more spam.
I like
promise-
spam.
Promise to eat more spam. Spam.
All right, let's get moving, folks. Let's talk.
Yeah.
Let's look at some coins.
Let's
All
do
right.
it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Goodies.
Keep an eye on Sandra's question. She had a good question, but
How close to close it down?
Pretty much touching almost.
Mm-hmm. Hang on.
all right.
And it's not only that too, Sandra. The initials on the reverse also play a huge role. I think we're not going to give away all the answers. We could probably put the link in the
That's
chat,
right.
so that way you can read about it.
Doing that right now.
Oh, and some others are helping out there too. Native American.
Cool.
Good.
You got the link, Paula?
Yeah.
Well, hey, while we're doing that, why don't I read this wonderful question from Jim S. This is regarding a 1923 S Peace Dollar. Is this post-mint damage? Is it debris? Hello, panel. So I know what you're supposed to look for, but I am just never confident identifying certain strike-throughs versus post-mint damage. I have this 1923 S Peace Dollar with an area on the lower right obverse that I'm questioning. What do y'all think? PMD, strike-through, effective planchet, and why? Hope you had a great turkey fiesta. Thanks, all. Jim.
Great question.
Sure did.
Oh.
Meteor. No, sorry.
Almost looks like a little lamination or something.
Yeah, and it kind of peeled or something.
Yeah, I was thinking a little lamination
Pretty
on
cool.
that.
What do you think, Chris?
Well, I think it's either a lamination that has fallen out, or this coin was struck through a small piece of debris, which could have been a delamination from another coin.
Mm-hmm. But
we
so
have
there's
to look-
still a little piece maybe even retained on there.
Yeah, we have to
that's
look at the
right.
rest of the coin and look at the evidence. Typically when you have a lamination, you'll have some sort of wood grain pattern, or woody. Could we look at the rest of the coin again and see if we see any evidence of an improper alloy mix?
Sometimes with those laminations, though, aren't they just sometimes a contaminant in the alloy?
Well, yeah, I think it's hard to determine whether there's a contaminant in there or if it's just not mixed properly. I don't know how you would determine the difference, but it's kind of hard to tell.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really see any other odd discoloration. So if I really had to make a most educated guess, I would have to say it's a struck through of some sort. and most likely struck through a small piece of lamination that came off of another coin.
That would be my guess. As a matter of fact, that's what I thought was a strike through from a lamination piece from another coin. So the good news is, Jim, is that this is not damaged, unless you want to figure in, the hairlines and all that as possibly being an old cleaning or something. But
I saw that and I was wondering.
Yeah, I wasn't sure 100% because go back to that picture of it close up for a second.
There's the echo.
Because you see there's actually two separate.
Yeah, there are. And
so that's why I was leaning more towards like part of, like the lamination part, part of it.
I just don't see any other evidence to support that. Sometimes you'd see a little bit of a flaking effect around the area. Oftentimes you'll see some other discoloration, like an improper mix somewhere.
Yeah.
But I'm sticking with my first guess. Struck through a detached lamination from another coin.
Looks like it might have been scrubbed a little too.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like this
Really
was taken out of a scrap silver or something or other that someone,
Like a bezel or something?
No, I just figure, you go to a coin shop and you're looking
Oh,
for
gotcha.
silver, they probably have these little containers all over the place.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, if it didn't have the strike through or the lamination, it would probably have no additional numismatic value based off condition.
It's a chop mark in the shape of a foot.
Very cool.
Or not.
The background noise. Yeah, somebody has some background noise or feedback. I was hearing that earlier.
Yeah, I wish there was something I could do about it. Panel members would, if you want to go on mute when you're not talking, maybe that would help a little bit. All righty. We've got another question from Jim, so let's move on to that. And I guess I can read this one. So, variety listings. So this isn't about an actual coin, but I thought it would be an interesting question I've had mixed results finding a definitive answer for. Question is, why does one site, for example, Koneka, list a variety that another does not? For example, Wexler. Does each entity have to have had one personally in hand in order to list, or is it simply how fully and minor each site wants to create listings? I'd love to understand that more. Well, that's a great question, Jim. Early on, you have to understand that Wexler actually sold all of his listings to Koneka, from what I understand. And then later on, as he was leaving the hobby, and then later on he came back, and I guess there was not much love there, and so he couldn't get the listings back. And so he started again. Now, whether or not somebody lists something because they've had it in hand, that is a big question. So I don't, there are tons of coins that are listed across all the sites that you can imagine that have different numbers, and they're the same listing. So I don't necessarily think that you have to have one in hand. Now, there probably is some reluctance to list a coin if you haven't seen it and can verify its markers and its and with pictures in hand, because the other thing is a lot of these guys don't want to share, all their materials copyrighted. You can't just go download all their pictures and information and just create, a new site of your own. And so it's very, very kind of tricky. They're there to provide the service of listing varieties, and how they come across those listings is probably, differs between each site. But I'm just glad that they do it. That's for sure.
Yeah. And if anybody knows, it'd be you.
I'd like to go a little bit further on that as well. Each one of these attributors has a little bit different set of standards as well. So I know James Wiles for Koneka, he okay, I totally lost my train of thought. Beavis was on the screen. Wow.
Settle
James
down.
Wiles is very picky with what he will list on his website. A lot of times people send stuff to him and he will return it, admitting that it is a doubled die, but stating that it's too minor to list. So, it all depends. For instance, 2021 rolls around, okay, and the race is on. Everybody's trying to get that first new discovery. If they send a minor doubled die in, to one of these attributors, I'm betting they're going to list it just to kind of get the bragging rights to say they had the first listed double die for that year. But maybe later on in the year they may send one that's not about the same strength, and it may not get the same amount of attention. So there's a few factors I think that go into it, but I think for the most part, each one of those attributors has either taken the pictures themselves or hired someone else to take those pictures for them. Not many that I know of will actually list a coin on their website without having seen the coin themselves, except for maybe like die trails or CUDs, or CUDs on coins will do it based on pictures. You don't actually have to send the coin in, but I think when it comes to double dies and RPMs, I'm not aware of any that will list it without actually seeing the coin itself in hand. Can't say that has always been the case, because there are listings that are from a long time ago that are listed on these websites as well. But as of right now, each one of the three top contributors or attributors, I think you have to send your coin into them. But when it comes to the strength of the variety, like I said, not all attributors will list every variety. So once you get up to a certain number, this guy may have listed 10 of them. The next guy may have only listed 5. So you could have the same variety with 3 different numbers, essentially. So it's kind of mixed. Hopefully one day there's a great big website that takes all that information and puts it in one spot for people to view and compare.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
That would be pretty amazing.
Yep, and you also got to remember, just because one site does not show a listing for the particular coin you're looking at, the other site might. So always jump back and forth between the 2 or 3 or how many of them that you use, because it actually might be listed, but just not on a particular site. So it's a pain sometimes, but in the long run, it is well worth it to get that number to put on that coin.
Yeah, Shannon, by all means, man, if you find something that you don't see listed and you are sure it's a double die or an RPM even, send it in. Why not? I was doing that pretty hot and heavy, not last year, the year before maybe. And I got a few discoveries under my belt, but I just don't have the time for it anymore. And the funny thing is, I have a whole box of stuff here that I'm sure are new varieties that aren't discovered yet, and I just don't have time to send them in.
So many class 9s.
Well, actually, a lot of these, most of these are not class 9s, Frank, believe it or not. I don't even bother with them, but
yeah, I usually save the bigger ones, especially the columns, because you never know, and plus people like them too.
I think it's really cool. When I first started getting into sending them in, I didn't recognize any of the names on the websites, and then next thing you know, I'm friends with half the people that are sending these new varieties in. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, me too. I used to hang out on the Lincoln Sense forum there.
How many people do you think actually keep it to themselves so they can find more?
Well, I'm sure there's plenty.
Well, that's a tough one because you're going to have someone that's going to discover some of those coins that you withheld. I would figure, if you sent your coin in to get attributed, you'll have your name on there. It's a little like bragging rights,
I have a plate coin through Copper Coins. That's about it.
That's cool.
I just wish all these people on Facebook that find all these new discoveries and send them in, that we'd find out how that turned out.
Follow up.
Really, we need awesome
we never seem to get updates.
So we get a couple folks sending us their letter, which is awesome. So
yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the one that, well, you guys just don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna send it in. Like, okay, let's know how it works out.
Yeah, don't threaten us with a good time.
Right? Never hear back.
Yeah. HJ, you got another coin, buddy?
I do.
Yeah, all right. I'll read this one from Brandon H. We got a Sacagawea dollar wrong Piace. Must be French. Hey guys, I was looking through some coins I got and noticed that this may be a Sacagawea dollar struck on a wrong planchet. I tried to take good pictures. It is still on the packaging. It looks like it has reeded edges. What do you think? I was wondering if this is worth submitting to PCGS as an error. What type of error do you think it is? It is still in the packaging. I tried to take some good pictures. Thank you for looking.
Still, what kind of pack? What is that from? Is that from a mint set?
That looks like it's in a flip to me. Oh, it's one of like a promotional thing.
Why? I wonder why did they say they thought it was on the wrong planchet?
Yeah, what's the is it silver looking?
No.
I mean, I've heard about some discoloration in these things early on, especially.
I mean, it does look like the standard manganese alloy color that's indicative of these. I don't see anything weird or funny. I know some of them can look a little bit lighter, but yeah, the obverse just looks normal in my view.
Same here, man. Yeah, there was some weird discolorations on them I heard about early on. But it was just, them fiddling with the alloy, I think.
Yeah, he had mentioned he thought it had reeded edging, but I think that might be damaged. I
kind of see some, perpendicular lines there, but it could be damaged.
I don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
The reeded edge has nothing to do with the planchet it's struck on.
Right.
A reeded edge, so the collar that holds the coin in, there's two different ways that they put reading and lettering on the edge of a coin. One is the collar. The reading is the third die. The collar is your third die. And when that coin is struck, the metal is forced outwards and that reading gets imprinted, which it's not printed, but it gets, the design feature gets put right onto that coin. So that has nothing to do with the type of planchet. The best way, if you think that you have the wrong planchet, is to weigh the coin and find out what other foreign coins were minted in the U.S. In that time frame. But you can get like ejection marks on the edge of a coin also that will scrape the edge of the coin. That some people look at that and think that that's reading.
Or some people get really bored and put metal hash marks on the side of them.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
That does happen.
Also, if a coin is struck on a wrong planchet, most oftentimes those planchets are a different size than the original intended coin anyway. So it wouldn't. I mean, this coin is perfectly centered. The color looks correct, and I see no evidence of reading on the edge either. So I mean, it's pretty much a normal coin. It's a nice one. It's in really good condition. I'm not sure I believe anything that's written on the card that it's inserted in, but it's a nice little collector's card with a nice looking coin in it. So other than that, I don't think there's anything out of the ordinary with this coin.
Chief Stacker, they don't all have lettering on the edge. I don't know what year. Does anybody know what year they started that with the Sacagaweas, where they put the dates and stuff on the edge?
Well, they started the lettered edge in 2009 with the presidential series.
Right.
I think it was 2009 or 2010 that they implemented that on the Native American dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm with you, Shaun. 2009, I think, was the transition year.
There you go. And pretty cool fact. You can also find the missing edge lettering on both the presidential and the Native American dollar coins, which was made.
Shay just got himself a missing edge lettering.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
On which one, Shay?
The 2007 Washington.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. It was kind of a. Well, here, I'll just show it real quick.
Didn't you say that that's one of the more common ones, Shaun?
That's the most.
Yeah, but the Washington is one of the more common ones, but you could say the same for a lot of the 07s and 08s.
I want one still. I don't care.
Ooh, that's cool, man.
Not cool. Why did they put that in like that, Shay, and that the holder that?
Upside downy.
Yeah, it'd be nice if I could show that there's no edge lettering on the edge.
I know.
Yeah, you can barely see it.
I got that off of eBay for $16. Free shipping.
Oh, there's my daughter Bethany. She's in the chat. A&B McGee. She's pregnant. So now she apparently she must have sent me a message and I didn't answer it, so she's got to come and chat.
I swear it's not mine.
She wants sushi.
Yeah, she can't have sushi.
Hi, mommy.
All right, we got one from Wanda. Winter's coming to the south. Yeah, it hit us here in Oklahoma too. Today started decent. It keeps getting colder. A girl's got to be prepared.
Hey!
Now keep your head.
You go, Wanda.
I like that one the best.
She makes
Or however
that
you
happen,
pronounce
not the other way around.
A pneumacist, Bethany? I know. She's like,
Thank you so much to everybody who's been supporting us, buying our hats and shirts. We sure hope you guys have been enjoying them. So
make that hat look good.
Oh yeah, that one looks good on Wanda.
Yeah.
That picture makes her look a little sassy too.
Ooh. You show that sass, girl.
Thank you for sharing.
Wanda, you're
All
adorable.
right, I got this one from Nina K regarding 1945 D nickel sticks to a magnet. Interesting. Huge fan of your channel. I have a 1945 large D reverse nickel. Is it large D or small D? That loves a magnet. It doesn't latch on like my 43 steel penny does, but it definitely can be picked up with a magnet off the table and slide off very smoothly. Not sure if it's fake, but I couldn't let it go until I knew something. Please excuse the poor quality of pictures. This coin is very difficult to take pictures of due to its shine. I also just found a 2007 D Roosevelt dime that appears to show his lips swelled up, kind of like a bad Botox job, or was struck up to 6 times. You can see a bubble under his eye. Any opinion or advice on these coins would be very much appreciated. Thanks. No, thank you, Nina.
Oh, wow. That thing's trash.
Holy jumping Jehoshaphat and Fantani.
So I believe silver does have some magnetic properties. Is that correct?
Yeah, very light
Paramagnetic.
magnetic properties, but that would be pure silver, not 30%.
Not 35%.
That this coin here was most likely plated with silver.
Plated.
It looks like it was plated.
My guess.
Yeah. You have a few different metals that chromium, for instance, is highly magnetic, and most time coins are plated with chromium, and that'll make it magnetic.
Someone at the bike shop was bored and dipped the nickel.
Silver is not magnetic per se, but it does have some magnetic properties.
Yeah.
That thing was definitely plated.
Oh, yeah.
Paramagnetic.
Wow, that thing had a hard life. Let me tell
And
you.
damaged.
That was a science experiment.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can.
Boy, that dime is really weird, isn't it? But I'd have to say that's some sort of dye deterioration.
Yeah. Heavy duty.
Yeah, I agree too.
You got a fat lip.
That's what happens when you can see some pretty heavy flow lines too.
That's crazy.
He mouthed off to the wrong person.
Yeah, I got a fat lip. Yeah.
I got to tell you, these pictures are really, really good.
Right?
They are really good. It's not terrible at all.
That one you took of the coin on an angle for the obverse, that even
Right
that
there.
one, I mean, those are really good. Good job.
How is all of that staying in focus? I can't get it to do that.
Well, Frank, you're just going to have to reach out to her and find out what her recipe for success is.
What is your magic? I must know.
I must teach you about layered imaging.
It's the iPhone 3S.
Oh, brother.
3S.
3S camera. It really ties it all together.
Ooh-wee.
Great googly moogly. I don't know about that, man. Yeah, it's just dye deterioration.
I have to teach you about stacked images.
You.
Eric Moritz says it looks like he was sucking on a vacuum. That is just so wrong. So wrong.
That's a very
Okay.
That's like that 6th grade hickey syndrome.
Oh my God.
All right, we got one from Eddie. We got one from Eddie in regards to a largie, so I'm thinking it's going to be a large cent. Good morning. To me, a little bit to find where NGC checked out coins on eBay. I never found it on the actual eBay listing. There are 2 different pay levels of $5 and $10. The $5 level is for authentication only. The $10 level is for authentication and possible grade. I sent a pic of the email and received from NGC. Have a great day. Oh, yeah, we talked about this coin a couple of weeks ago, didn't we?
I don't know about the coin, but I know we talked about this service that these graders are offering on eBay.
Yeah, this is the coin that we talked about. He actually went on to eBay and they said likely authentic, likely genuine, likely details.
So wow, there's no gray area there, is there?
Right? Like, all right, thanks.
That's a hard pass.
Yeah, I'm surprised the letters aren't.
1794 Liberty Cat. What?
Hey, I guess it's close enough to. Are you really sure you want to do that?
Yeah, man, really, it's you can kind of look as
We'll
So-
take your money.
as long as you can really see the date cool, you know.
But you do notice that NGC does offer, if you pay for that service on eBay, if you send the coin into them to have it graded, they're kind enough that they'll take that $10 off of your fee. Okay.
Hey, at least
All
they're
right.
that's good for them that they're at least giving you some credit back.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is I think that probably everything that all of the questions when people, pay to have that service done, it's probably always likely this, likely that, because, they don't want to pin themselves down to anything. So I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah, that would be that's the Liberty Cap. Yeah. 81,000 minted.
From Element 47 regarding coin folders. G'day, mates. I've been trying to assemble some coin folders. Naturally, I generally try to put the best looking coins possible in each spot, but I try to only put in coins that I find, but will make some exceptions and buy some that I don't expect to ever find in circulation. I recently ordered a 1996 West Point dime on eBay, still in the original cello or whatever you want to say, with the little card that came with it for $12. I planned on keeping it in the cello, but upon opening the included card, there was a second 1996 W dime included in a plastic flip.
Score.
Yeah, it doesn't happen often. It is definitely a MS or mint state looking coin. I'm thinking probably at least a 68. I've been trying to practice grading. Recently got the ANA grading book. Numismatic library collection growing along with the coin collection. Of course,
Awesome.
I'm a lover of books. I got lots of them. Anyways, the second dime is in a plastic flip, not original cello. Would you put the dime in the folder or put it in a cardboard flip? And what about more rare key date coins? If I had a decent grade 1909 SVDB, would you put it in a folder if you already had a nicer one in a slab or a flip? Or just skip those slots in the folder knowing that you do have the coin, just not in the folder itself? Well, boy, that's a tough question.
Well done with the credit, by the way, there, man.
First of all, I think if you're going to put a high-end coin like that in any folder, you better make sure it's a good one, like a Dansko.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, that would be the only way I would ever put any of those type of coins in a book like that. It has to be a high-quality book that you know is not going to damage the coin or will definitely protect the coin. I might not put an 09 SVDB in a book. That would be tough for me. But what I would do is I would find a copy coin or even a counterfeit, and I would put it in that hole just because I have a little bit of OCD. But I don't think I'd put the real coin in that hole. That would be tough.
I'd put a mint token in it.
Yeah, I was just going to say those mint tokens work great filling those holes. And if you're using like a Dansko or like a Whitman Classic album, on the inside of the front cover, you could put little notes on it saying mint token slots represent graded coin in collection. So it kind of reminds you that that's a graded coin, or if a family member has to take care of your affairs for some reason, they know that that coin is actually a graded coin that goes with this collection. Man, it got quiet when I got done talking.
Yeah, I was actually, when I went to the, I'll just add this, that when I went to the coin show this last week or a week and a half ago, whatever, 2 weeks, I got 3 sets of 96 the uncirculated sets for $12 each. So, and they all came with that W dime. So there's still plentiful out there. You can find them. Dealers are hating it right now because the prices are just really depressed. They probably paid $16 for that set just a year ago. So you can get a good deal on them at this time. But that dime, I've seen those W dime, 96 W dimes sell for $20, $25.
Yeah, that's cool. Getting an extra one, man.
And if you watched our big show last night, we had a discussion about slabbing coins, and that one's.
Yes, we did.
So,
What'd you guys say about it? Don't.
Yeah, pretty much. The absolute bare minimum amount, and
if you have to, don't.
If the grading fee is more than 5% of the value of the coin, then you probably shouldn't. Yeah. Anyway, that's some of
I mean, up to you, but you shouldn't.
right. I mean, you could drive down the highway and throw your money out the window too, or just send it in an envelope to my address. I'd appreciate it.
Hey, Lorna, in chat, you probably have a Philadelphia struck dime. Okay, the Philadelphia business struck dimes will not have a mint mark, just so you know.
Yeah, it would need to be a proof.
So.
I had to, Chris. I was over here watching you too, and you're.
You know what? Now I'm telling everybody about those sexual advances you're always making.
They won't be shocked.
Hey, let's keep it HR friendly, please.
I'm in a sensitive work environment.
A lot of good questions there.
Do that again.
Oh my God.
Somebody's eating Tootsie Rolls.
No.
Oh.
Jeez, I hope so.
Oh, sickos. See what I got to work with?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
You're going to get it.
Oh, it's a penny one.
Good. You had a good time.
From Fred W. Regarding 2020 Field Penny. Hello again. I saw the strange little feature on 2 pennies and thought I'd share it. Not sure how common it is, if it could be doubling of the shield or just a decent die gouge. Thanks for taking a look at it. From Fred. Thank you, Fred. I'm not keeping 2020 anything. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That looks like a class 9 double die to me.
Sure does.
Would you look at that? Is there anything on the inside in the lines of the shields?
Boy, I'll tell you what, that's a pretty cool one. And I haven't seen any like that listed.
Kind of. On the other end. Well, you can't tell. It's just the lighting.
That's pretty cool.
That's a pretty. Oh yeah, you can see in the bay or whatever right there. The second one from that.
Are you thinking?
Well, yeah, that by the but inside of the shield line there, you can see 2 shield lines. You see what I'm saying?
That might be machine doubling. If you look at the end and the next to the O, I see some machine doubling there, but that little blob there next to the that's a class 9.
You got both machine doubling and die doubling.
And they are almost always in the center, but not always.
Hello. Copy.
We'll just cover it up with blue.
Copy. We're company or Rhodes.
I'm looking at it.
Oh, there you go. There's an arrow.
Would you just look at it? Yeah, right there, that line in the shield even looks wider. Pretty cool.
Very
I gotta
cool.
find it when I'm down, darn it.
What's going on inside the O of 1? Top right.
Going in the same direction.
Like at the 1 o'clock position.
Doo-doo.
Yep. What do we got right there?
Probably doo-doo.
Looks like doo-doo. Could smell it.
Schmegma.
Oh, well, there's a little bimp, something there.
I don't think that's doo-doo.
I don't think it's doo-doo either, but
I'm starting to get a little worried that these three things
Weird.
all have a similar shape and direction.
Yep. Related.
plating blisters.
Daigo?
Cousins, yeah.
Well, I you know what? I think it could possibly be because maybe something was dropped on the face of that die.
Can we
Doesn't explain the shield.
Well, I'll tell you what, that is really strong next to the shield.
Yeah. I think the other things are just coincidental. I mean, I would,
But they're
I would probably.
Okay, for the two.
The shape is so similar.
Mm-hmm.
And it's even got the same curvature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was mine. I would probably
Hang on to it.
take $5 and send it in.
And
I would
just for
definitely-
people,
I would send that one in.
Yeah.
if you can't pop it with a poker, then
I don't think that doesn't look like a plating blister.
No, I don't think so.
Mm-mm. The other thing might be.
pretty solid.
The other thing might be a little plating disturbance or something, but.
Oh, they're on the top of the one on the
Yeah.
scroll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that looks like a zinc and zip.
I'm kind of back and forth on this one. If
It's really
could
interesting.
it
I'd
be
like to see
a class 9 or it's a gouge and something hit the die in other spots, but they are very similar looking.
That's
Yeah.
a weird spot to have a gouge like that and to only have one. And for it to terminate right there.
that is the top of the die right in the field too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the fence myself, blues, but I have to lean more towards double die, just because of the strength of that.
Yeah, I'm going to be looking for more of these because if that one's there, maybe there's some more.
For real. And
Yeah.
I finally got some pennies too.
If they don't want to send it in, label it and put it aside and wait and look and see if you can find another example of it.
Yeah, try to repeat.
Yeah, for sure. Especially if you have a roll and this came from a roll of 1 cent. But these are.
This kind of reminds me of the DDO double deer on the 2000.
Here. Mm-hmm.
It's a small little thing like that. And that's what, class 9, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I think that Wexler calls it a class 8, but
Yeah, Chuck's the one that came up with the class 9 term because he believes the way they are formed is totally different than a class 8. And most class 9s are in the center of the design, but not all of them. And Chuck believes that the way these are formed is when the hubbing process is occurring. Note that after 1996, it's only a single hubbing, at least according to the Mint, which I'm sure there are circumstances that might not, or that might allow for multiple hubbings. But anyway, it's not seated properly, and when the pressure comes into play, it kind of snaps into place and causes these class 9 DVRs not only DDRs, sometimes DDOs as well. But yeah, it's not always in the center of the design, but usually is. This one's very interesting, and I would definitely send it in. That's my take on it.
Yeah, he did say he had 2 pennies in his.
Oh, that's right. He did say he had 2.
Yeah. So if they both have the, if they both have the 3 spots,
Yeah, did anybody look to see if one was listed?
I didn't look. I was kind of keeping up with the 2020s, and I haven't ever seen one like this listed before for any year shield tent, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But I think it should be looked at.
I've only seen a obverse double to die.
Yeah, the ear.
Yeah, for 2020.
There's
Yeah,
nothing
nice
on this variety.
Oh, that's the 2019 with the ear, I think. There's nothing, Blues?
Yeah, there's nothing on variety.
Oh, Amanda looked too. She's done and shit.
Yeah, I figured there weren't any. But there should be. This one should be looked at.
Yep. Very nice find, Fred. All right. Let me grab the next email.
Michael D. 1958. Denver Jefferson nickel. Hey, guys and gal. So I got this 1958 D nickel, and a couple of weird things are on it. On the obverse, look at the Y in Liberty. There is something going on underneath it. It's hard to make out even under magnification, but you could tell. Oh. I saw the mute button go on, and I'm like, man, I got muted.
Get the hook.
Yeah. All right. But you can tell that it's not a scratch because it does not go through the Y, at least not over it. It's underneath and almost looks like another Y, but I'm not sure. Also, on reverse, there seems to be a gouge on the inside of the second U in Plutus. If you could take a look at it and tell me what y'all think. Maybe I've seen this kind of thing before. Thanks again, Mike D.
Right on.
Eric,
Mike D coming right from the shore shot.
I think that feedback might be coming from you, Eric.
Oh, Jeffrey. Ooh, that's bonkers.
What kind of gouge?
Now that's a die gouge.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty extreme one, too.
Full one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's, you can give that a name. A lot of polishing marks on that.
On with that U.
Warm.
Looks like a weird face.
It does. Looks like an alien. Ooh, it's scaring me. Go away.
Yeah.
It's a little Jefferson. Ooh.
It's Kano from Mortal Kombat.
One red eye.
Yeah, it's Kano from Mortal Kombat.
Gosh, I wish we had a different photo of that area.
If that's raised,
Interesting.
boy, I don't even know.
That's creepy.
The truth
It
is
is.
out there, you know. I see a dyed chip on the S, too, that you might.
Hey, are you painting that? It's making it talk. Stop it.
Wow.
Okay, where'd it go? Oh.
58. Oh, okay. That's a little different angle.
It almost looks like a little chip or something.
Chipperoo, yeah.
Hard to tell those photos.
Yeah, with that picture, I'm going to say chip, but it might not be.
Could be a hit.
I say insignificant. Let's look at the other thing.
Yeah, let's look at the gouge.
Let's look at the alien. Yeah, you got to give that a fancy name.
Gouge.
Yeah, I think it's a dye gouge.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a pretty cool one.
The Super Y.
Hey guys, thanks for looking at my shield tent. Oh, is that yours, Fred? Hey, Fred, if you need information on where, if you do decide to send that in, if you need to know where to send that in, shoot us an email and let us know, and we'll give you the link where you can find that information. There's a couple different places, but.
All right, I'll get this one. Or is that the same? No, that's not the same one. Sorry. Friend W, 2016 P. Roosevelt dime. Hello, I'm fairly new at collecting. Really appreciate that and the feedback from y'all. I also took the advice and reached out to Mad Die Clashes about the 2020 Samoa quarter for attribution.
Nice.
I found this 2016 P dime and noticed the features coming from the tops of the letters located to the right of the torch. I'm thinking gouges, but would like to hear what you think. And from Fred says thanks.
I'm going to guess.
Thank you. You're going to who, what, where?
What we see a lot of on these, on the river.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, those are, I know what those are. Christopher, get back here. I think I already replied to his email, but.
What? I didn't go anywhere.
I think I'm the one that put him in the queue. Look at that.
That looks like trails.
That's exactly what that is. We got some dye trails, baby.
That's cool.
Man.
I like trails.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like to see trails, man.
You ever see trails, man?
Trails.
Dude, I'm trailing.
It's tracers.
Watch my cigarette.
Yeah, I did.
That is so cool.
You move your
So dye trails are from abrading the face of the dye. They're usually after trying to remove clashes and whatnot.
And I did not look up on Trail Dyes to see if this was listed.
Trails. Third, but it's like super letters, like that font from Superman.
Let's see. So www.traildyes.com. Let's see if that's listed. What year was it? I forgot already.
2016. Yes.
2016. P, right?
Yep.
Pilly.
Pilly. It's a pilly.
If I move my hand fast enough, it looks like it ain't even moving, man.
Oh. So this one's cool though. It's coming. They have them coming right off the top of the torch. That one's cool. It is not listed.
But there you go. It's run by pretty much the same people too.
Yeah. So very, very good pictures.
Yeah.
Does this one have the trails all coming off the torch, or is that another one, Paula?
That's another one, but I'll show you. There is one that's listed. There is one that's listed that's similar. So see this.
Yeah, he does have them coming off the top too.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, he did. Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So here's the one that. Look at that. See?
Oh, look at those pictures. Oh,
dang, that's sweet.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Must have one. 16? Oh, now I have to know.
No, this one is. That's a 13. That's the one that's listed is a 13.
I
Oh,
will get my left eye for that coin.
I've got some listed
really
trail dyes too.
You would honestly do that for a dye trail, Shaun?
Hell yeah, man. I might even give him my right eye too.
Wow.
What would you do for a dye trail buyer?
Cool. It is pretty.
There were just some coins you're like, wow, that's actually halfway impressive.
You know?
Like a coin that's barely 10 years old, or not even 10 years old. I mean, that just blows my mind. No, I will not with my
I
eyes.
used to look up to you. I used to look up to you, Shaun.
Yeah.
So there's the website where you can go get information. That's another one if you wanted to submit your coin. I think this website you can just send pictures of the coin, but I'm not positive. But on the left-hand side, they've got information on what to do if you would like to have your coin listed. So make a contribution to the hobby.
I'm sorry. I'm going to be a negative Nancy here.
I don't care.
I hate these things.
I like them.
Guide trail.
I think.
Well, okay. Let me ask you something. Let's say you want to go wax your car, okay? And you get that nice big buffing wheel and you're waxing it. Next thing you know, you rub the paint off. Are you gonna? Is the car worth more money now, or is it worth less?
That's a horrible analogy.
I would never do that. That's stupid.
Thank you, Frank.
Come on, it's damage caused by a buffing wheel. I hate it.
But
3.5-legged buffaloes, damn it.
I don't care. I don't care.
And
you know what? And you know what? Just because a famous guy said, "Oh, this is cool. Let's call it the 3-legged buffalo," and this guy was like, followed by many coin collectors, then all of a sudden it's a crazy expensive variety. Or how about, how expensive is a floating roof or a?
Are you trying to tell me if you found a 3.5-legged buffalo, you wouldn't pee your pants?
No, I'd sell it.
Right. After you peed your pants.
I would. No, I'm not going to tell you what I do, but
and you would be like, "This is a 3.5-legged buffalo for sale. It's just damaged, but please buy my."
I have no interest in keeping that for my own collection. I would sell it, and I would reap the rewards of, the notoriety that the darn coin has, knowing full well that they rubbed the damn thing off with a freaking polishing tool.
They rubbed it.
Really, Paula? Are things that bad for you? Are things that bad for you there,
buddy?
I got a question.
They said,
Paula, are you saying that I can't pee myself unless I find a 3-legged buffalo?
That's right.
Oh man.
Have a link to the
reason why Eric, there's a reason why they call it a 3-legged buffalo.
Everybody have that video link that the guy that shows how those trails are made on the face of the die with the buffalo. Kim Potter posted it.
Yeah, actually, if you go to Facebook group and join Kim Potter Error and Varieties page, you might be able to find it.
And so, in the maintenance of the dies, this was created by an employee who was trying to save the die and put it back in service because they're expensive to make, I guess. And then it produced these coins with showing these die trails. And this one got through the QA process, I guess.
Metal flow.
Yeah.
Because they
go with the flow, man.
They polish that.
Tell Jeff Stanley he can't talk to me unless he's on the panel.
Oh, man.
Jeff Stanley, Chris said you can't talk to him unless you're on the panel. There.
Flashbacks.
Yes, in other news, yes, please hit the like button.
Yes, please hit the like button. Tell your friends. Share it out.
Okay. I will admit, the one with the trails coming off the top of the torch is pretty cool.
It is pretty cool, huh? Come on.
It's like extended flames.
I knew you didn't like them, Chris. You've talked about that.
Hold on, let me get my magnifying glass out so I can read this.
Oh,
okay, read this
give
question.
me a minute, jeez.
Listen.
Stop it. You're a pain. Go to your room. Read it, Christopher.
Well, I just read the last one, but okay, whatever. Quarter with damage. Hey, guys and gals. First of all, yes, I did listen to the session about damaged coins. I'm sending main quarter because it doesn't quite fit the bill as a coin put in a vise. The reason is that the edge damage, which appears to be lettering and design elements of another strike, are not in use. They are raised the same as the other design elements. Thoughts?
Thoughts? I have many.
So remember, even when you have what looks like what looks like raised areas,
Ooh,
now it's going to be an incuse area. So
I know what that is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any doubt that this is a damaged coin.
yeah.
I get what he's saying, as though the letters look raised. So let's take one of the newer quarters where the letters around the outer edge of the coin are actually in use.
Mhm.
Let's use one of those as a vice coin, and then the damage will actually be raised. So, yeah.
You're so smart.
Oh, thanks for noticing. Thanks for noticing.
Smart, Chris.
I'll tell you what, you're gonna get it.
Would you two just,
You need to stop.
if I gotta stop this car,
She's cruising for a cruising.
Sorry.
don't
It's like,
everybody talk at once. All right. Definitely damage. Definitely.
Every time I
Definitely.
talk, I get made fun of.
I think we're unanimous.
Very nice. From Natural Tendencies regarding quarter with polished die marks. Hey team, so I came across this quarter tonight. Again, hope the pictures are adequate. Here's my question. How is it that the die mark appears under the other details? Like it's behind the full underneath of the eagle edge, whatever. Yeah, how is this created and how do they accomplish this polishing? I've always wondered this and hope you guys know the answer. Figured it's a great example to maybe do some educating too. Education is good. Thank you all. Oh, thank you.
no, thank you.
Ooh, Spaghetti Hair Washington.
This one should be pretty easy to
Spaghetti.
explain. Right, Chris?
What? What am I explaining?
Them there gouges.
Ooh,
Wow, that's really
that's
pronounced.
a great example.
Yeah, it is.
Feeder finger die gouges.
Feeder finger, feeder finger.
That's a really, really good example.
Amazing example.
You know, boy, kind of like those trail dies, it's damage on the die.
Oh, you know,
Get over it, man.
we have to have a conversation.
Although this one's very extreme example, and I would keep it.
So you're wondering why it's sitting in the fields and it's not scraped against the actual design elements. I think you're forgetting the process in which these were struck. So the feeder finger damage isn't on the coin; it's on the die. So everything all the field areas on the coin that you see, that's the lowest point on the coin, is actually raised on the die. So those raised areas on the die will be subjected to damage easier than the design elements that you see on the coin. So let's think of it in reverse. That makes sense.
Great explanation, Shaun.
Hey, I tried.
I like it. Hey, I heard myself.
Hey.
Great. Now there's two of you.
Oh,
Hey, it's cool. You can see on the left side of the eagle wing right there under United too.
Echo.
okay, hang on. I need to fix it.
Echo.
I'm trying to figure out why I'm trying to figure out why you have that feedback. Who's getting that feedback?
Oh, we miss you too, Jeff.
But I can't figure it out. Okay, cool.
I'll take no doubt, Jeff.
Peter fingers. Well, that was a short question. Stephen V. Looks like a die cap.
I'll do this one.
Looks like a die cap and walks like a die cap.
Die cap.
She jumped all over that. See that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow,
you did.
you finally decided to read one.
Right, it's short. Looks like a die cap.
Oh, yeah.
Die cap.
Looks like a die cap. And it is.
Well, we have to
Struck through. It's not a die cap.
Yeah. This is
Through.
struck through a capped die.
Yes.
Yeah.
There is a big difference in the
Big
terminology.
difference.
Yes.
Yes.
The nomenclature.
Yeah.
That's a really good example.
A cap die, if you ever see one, it's the actual coin that was stuck to the die that struck this coin. So whatever was on the die that struck this coin that we're looking at now, eventually will either fall off or be taken off by a mint employee. And if you ever see one, it's trashed. And it's cool looking. Really cool looking.
And very valuable.
And very valuable. Yes.
Really valuable, yeah. And the chain ones where they're like mashed together, those are even more valuable.
Oh, chain strikes and bonded coins and all that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the bonded pairs.
You
That's
don't
the
see
one.
chain strikes anymore because we don't have the multiple chamber
True.
thing process anymore. So you don't get those chain strikes.
I think you're talking about saddle strike.
Oh, saddle strikes. Yes, I am. As soon as I said that, I was like, wait, no, that's not right. Yeah, saddle strikes. You don't get that anymore. Chain strikes you get.
So Native American, the difference between a die cap and struck through a die cap, Paula was explaining it. Basically, a die cap is a coin that gets stuck on the die. Over time, it starts to curl or mushroom around the face of the die. All the while, you're still striking other coins. Those coins that you're striking are actually being struck through the die cap. So the coin we're looking at right now was struck through a blocked die. The die was blocked with a coin that capped it. So it was struck through a capped die.
Ah.
Hopefully that clears it up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, over time, that die cap becomes thinner, assuming it's allowed to stay on the die. It becomes thinner and thinner to the point where you can actually start to see real, sharper details on the coin that it's getting struck onto. There we go.
So these are both examples.
Yeah, the top coin is actually a die cap. That is the coin that was struck to the face of the die, and in this case, it was stuck to the obverse die. The bottom side of that coin, where it looks black, that side of the coin is actually striking other coins, and so the coin that's being showed at the bottom of this visual is the coin that was struck through the die cap.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I wouldn't take that the wrong way, Eric. You know what? I'm serious about some things, but I like to have fun, man.
You will encounter people in this hobby, not unlike some of us on the panel, who will correct you if you use those terms interchangeably. Just like error and variety, they are two different things. So don't be upset if we come along and say, wait a minute. It's important to use these terms correctly, especially if you want, to sound like you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was a piece of
Plan on
advice.
selling
Yeah.
Alan Herbert's error book. Use the right terminology.
Yes. It is important, and it's not stressed enough. It really isn't. And I think it should be stressed more, that these terms be used correctly.
I love me some double die errors.
Some double
die, DY.
Double die.
Double die.
Double die.
I love double die errors.
Double die errors
what we got.
and genuine mint damage.
Yeah, you know, Steamus, that whole penny versus cent thing.
I don't
man,
care about that.
I
That
wish
don't
people
bother
would
me.
leave that go already, because let's be real, okay? You know,
What's
okay.
written on a wrapper?
Well, right here. I got
Wrapper.
these from the bank. What does it say? Pennies. Come on.
I know.
People need to lighten up a little bit. I mean,
That's a little too anal.
Yeah.
Sorry, Michael Kittle.
But on
Wait
the
a minute.
contrary, pennies are from England.
I'm gonna hear about that later. When I watch him play Fall Guys, I'm gonna hear
well,
later. I don't know.
to be fair, I don't think there are any pennies in existence anymore, because now they use the euro cents. So
Here, Michael Kittle. How about this?
That's a fat Gumby.
Hey, you're right. They do make euros.
I think that's plankton.
No, it's a Fall Guy. I actually bought these for Michael Kittle to have.
It looked like plankton.
I don't know if he's gonna
Yeah,
like
from
them or not.
SpongeBob.
Well,
They're actually little cheapy 3D printed things. So I don't know.
Steamus is here. We got his next coin. Let's put that up.
Steamus.
All right, from Seamus, 1962D Lincoln cent, struck through,
Penny.
eye gouge. Hi, panel and fellow coin nerds. I thought that the obverse of this 1962D Lincoln Memorial cent
Penny.
was worthy of a discussion. A rather large eye gouge or struck through feature is most obvious on the obverse.
Oh,
I know. And I hope you agree with what I think it is, Chris.
Hello
For you to
there.
look at it.
well, it can only be one thing, right? Let's see what you got, Paula.
Okay, hang on. I'll bring it back up.
Poor Abe got spared, he did.
1 second.
I want to say it because he's.
Say it.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Comic Variety 62D that we've always heard about.
Say it.
Nice. So you thought
Occluded.
So what? Did Chris get quiet all of a sudden?
What do you mean? I'm waiting for you to talk,
Oh. No, you said, what do you think it is? Go ahead.
and you didn't say anything.
I didn't. I know. You said, show me what you got. Show me what you got. I took my
Yeah,
shirt off.
Yeah, I think you got it.
That is so cool.
this is more common on our Zinkins, but
No, it's a different
That's
thing
all
on
it's
the
a
thing.
different thing here. Yeah.
It's different, but you know
Mhm.
what? I think it's actually really close to being the same. It's trapped gas in a layer of metal.
You do
You know-
not see these very often, though.
No, you don't. It's really cool. That's a nice example.
That's a coin to hang on to, Seamus, or send to me, whichever you choose. I'm just kidding.
I like your penny, Seamus.
Silent but deadly.
Yeah, so
business.
Seamus, I'm going to put this article. This is written by Mike Diamond. I'm going to put this in the chat, and any of you guys can go read it when you get a chance. Actually, really, well, anything Mike Diamond writes is good. So, but it's interesting, and you guys, these don't come up often. So,
No.
No, really cool example.
yeah.
I think we've seen these or one of these on this panel before.
I think so. One time before.
Yeah.
And it actually looked more like the example in Coin World.
Yes,
Yeah,
those
the
two
end
seen it.
stage.
Mhm.
End stage of one of those is going to be a big old lamb.
Hey, Seamus, just remember, yellow in the front, brown in the back, okay?
Oh, Lordy, Lordy.
99 minutes in.
He's talking about a stop sign. Oh, wait.
There are a lot of things out there, you guys, in the error world that you don't, there's things that you see come up more often than others, but there's a lot of errors that I'm sure Chris hasn't ever seen really in person, or other than just reading about it, and same with myself. But you see these things and you read about them and you study them and you learn them so that when they do come up, you recognize them. And I mean, there's so many out there, you guys. I'm telling you, it's the error world is a huge world, and it's so much fun to learn about.
And it's very particular.
You really, really, if you want to get into errors, though, you need to know the minting process backwards and forwards. I mean, really study the minting process. It'll help you a lot. And there I go again with the minting process.
Yeah.
Is that like a drinking game? Every time you say minting process, you do a shot or something? Okay.
Cheers.
Yeah, definitely a gas bubble.
That's gas. That's just gas.
So Stephen Vardell actually says something here. He says, coin shop person told him if you can't see the mistake with the naked eye, it's not worth anything. And you know what, Steve? There are a lot of people out there that do follow that philosophy. Fortunately for you, you are not surrounded by those people right now. We love
That's
all
right.
that. I have 2 USB microscopes on my desk right now, and I use them to find stuff. Sometimes I can see it with the naked eye, but a lot of the modern stuff, you're not going to, 1996 on, you're not really going to see with the naked eye unless it's really drastic. That doesn't mean it's any less cool, because there's some good stuff out there to be found.
And I
would like to challenge your coin person to find a 1972 DDO004 with his naked eye.
Yeah, and that's one of the really good ones.
Well, it's that mentality that keeps me in business, cherry picking. So I love it.
That's right.
If you look at coins with my eyes, you're barely going to make out it's a coin. So.
I understand. I understand for a dealer that moves, 1,000 coins a month or 10 grand in inventory or whatever, that they don't have time to put it under the microscope and look for varieties. But some of us do. So we love looking through their inventory, and it's a beneficial relationship to find dealers like that. So put him high on your list of visiting regularly to find the good stuff.
Yeah, don't fight him with any of that stuff. You could seriously take advantage of him if you wanted to.
Yeah, exactly.
I've seen and come across dealers like that are just so short-sighted to think that there's nothing beneficial or valuable
market
of the scope of what they control. More than likely, your dealer probably doesn't have a very good e-commerce, solution, whether it's eBay or website. I'm pretty sure that person, probably deals more on precious metals than they do anything else. I mean, it's you go where it's easiest. But I tell you what, I make serious rips off of people like that. I would want to buy a bag of Lincoln Wheat Cents from that dealer. So keep that in mind. That's a cherry picking, paradise right there, in my estimation.
One thing I'll have to say about not seeing things with the naked eye, that's kind of a relative term. I mean, once you know what to look for, you can see a lot of those, even the minor ones you can see with the naked eye, if you know what you're looking at. A lot of the modern double dies have like a weird halo effect around them that you can see. And, I don't know. How many of us cherry pick eBay and we're just looking at, we're not looking at close-up pictures. We're looking at regular, normal pictures. We just know what to look for. So, I think what they mean when they say that is like if it's not a 1955 or a 69S, and most dealers, that's all they care about is the big ones. But there's some pretty valuable varieties out there that aren't extreme. It's not always about how extreme the doubling is. Sometimes
About how rare they are.
how rare it is. Paula brought up the perfect example, that 1972 number 4. I mean, it's not a really extreme double die, but it's hard to find. And anybody trying to complete that series of double dies, they're going to be hard pressed to find one of those, and they're going to pay for it when they find it. So it's not always about how extreme it is.
My rule of thumb is if you can see it within the confines of an 8 to 10 times power magnifier, that's perfect. It's only when you have to go to a much higher magnification that the relevancy kind of goes down, from there.
Well, like the Buffalo's 38D over S, right? I couldn't see that with my naked eye.
No,
I mean, maybe on a high mint state, maybe.
Yeah,
I can't see 2 feet in front of my
or
face.
even some of those 1940s DDOs, like was it the 43S? Yeah, those with just the naked eye. I mean, they're pretty strong, but they're challenging too, for sure. I mean, there's a lot of coins that that I would put under that list that you would almost need an 8 times power or something to look at. 44D over S is another great example.
1910 S over horizontal S. That's really difficult to see.
Or what's the other one? The 1873 Indian Head Cent Doubled Liberty. Good luck finding that with a name. That is a huge one. Huge.
Good one.
Like, hey, if you want me to cherry pick that off you, I'll do it. How much is it? $5? I'm sold.
Hey, anybody want to read this one?
Sure, I got it. All right. From here in Piro. I don't know if I pronounced that. Sorry if I didn't pronounce it correctly. 1864 Indian Head Cent. Hello, panel. I started to check all the coins I have in my 50-year-old Whitman folders under the scope and came across this 1864 Indian Head Cent. It was in the 1864 L slot. I did some research to determine if it was an L cent or not because the coin is in bad shape and I couldn't really locate the L. In researching the coin, it was stated that the tip of the bust is pointed on the L cent and rounded on the non-L cent. I included a picture of an older cent left coin in photo. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to find that one with a rounded bust for comparison. The second thing on this coin is the date. It seems to be a repunched date. I would like your opinion to determine if it is an L cent or not and if the date was repunched.
Okay.
60.
This one should be relatively easy. That is an L.
What the hell?
And that is a repunch.
Wow.
Boom.
Holy
Look at
crap.
the doubling on the U, too.
Okay, I'm in love.
Unless that's Longmire.
I got the book out, so let's see what we got.
I'm in love.
That's hot.
Drop it like it's hot, hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Yep. That was in a book, huh? That's why some of these books can be very cool to go through, folks. If you find them at yard sales or anything like that, snap them up.
Hey, look at that.
Hey,
Nice
awesome.
sticker.
He got a sticker.
Coin and card hobbyist is saying Snow 1.
Is the L?
So, well, let's answer the first question. Is it an L? Yes. The spacing between the bust and the one indicates that it's an L.
Yeah.
And second part of the question, repunch date. Hell yeah.
I think so.
What's the date look like?
And that was a good,
Awesome.
that was a good picture of the pointed versus rounded bust.
That is absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't know about the tip of the bust, just looking at the repunch date will help determine that this is an L, because it's not on the regular no L copper type or bronze.
Boy, I'll tell you what, that's one hell of a variety right there. Now, if you look at the U and N in United, you also see some pretty extreme long acre doubling as well. But no denying that's a really strong repunch date. That's an awesome coin. I want one.
Yeah, that looks. Yeah, that's a snow one.
I love it.
2-star snow one. It's very similar to the snow 2 that is listed, but the date position is the deciding factor on if it's a snow 1 or snow 2. And the date position is pointing towards being a snow 1.
Yep.
Yeah,
1864 L.
No.
RPD 001.
Yeah, you're seeing double on that one. Might be able to pick that
What's
one up.
really cool. What's really cool is USA Coin Book has one of these listed on Google. I was just Googling it, and it looks almost exactly like this coin we're looking at right now. Same wear. Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, come on, guys. You guys are hyping this coin up way too much. The condition stinks. I mean, no one cares about this coin.
Wow. Oh, my God.
No one cares.
So bad.
Nah.
That's better than my Noel.
All right. That comment came at the 111-minute mark of the stream.
Yeah, we were due for one, weren't we? That's okay. I'll run through the minefield for you guys.
Here comes the red button.
Okay.
That is a beautiful coin. You know, even in this.
That is a beautiful coin.
Well, look at how crazy that repunch data is, even at this condition.
I mean, you're right. That is no joke.
Snow joke.
Oh, no.
Oh.
All right, time to move on to the Adam Chambers cherry pick segment show.
What the hell is happening here?
All right.
Oh my God.
Adam Chambers. eBay cherry pick last week. Hi, Pam. I thought I'd share some nice eBay cherry pick with the panels this evening. These are all Franklin's and unattributed on the slabs. Check them out.
Adam, if this is a Ben Benji Bunny, I quit.
I will shoot the computer with my shotgun.
I quit.
I can't wait to do.
It's no more jokes. Get the hell over it.
Oh my God.
Oh, I hate you. That's actually a kick.
Awesome.
Bugs
Yeah, that's a good one.
There is no, there's just,
Oh, look at that, too.
that thing is killer.
Oh, it's
And
got a lot of things going for it. Full bell lines, unattributed,
I should have beeped myself.
MS64.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to add in some extra kudos on this coin, it's a tough one to find on this date.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you usually there are a couple of dates that you could almost certainly find the rabbit on there, but 51, that's a tough one.
That is a great one.
I'd love to bite your neck.
One wonderful Franklin.
All right.
Whoa, what is that?
Oh, very interesting.
No more emails from
Adam.
Deet.
Yeah, Chief Stacker, I did say that out loud.
Yeah, I saw that.
I got a grade on this one. Believe me.
Which RPM is that one?
Is that this on this? No, that's on the 51S.
No, this was the 53S, yeah.
53S, yeah.
And then he has another bugs.
Yeah, look at that. Look at the white abrasion on that one. Yeah, that's the other one. Yeah, okay, we don't need to look at that one.
It's good. You got a little
Making me hungry.
Something, a little butt, get a little something.
and when he breathes, it's like a party favor on New Year's.
So this one was probably at one point really strong because look at all the dye abrasion. I mean, they tried to braid that clash away.
What's going on here?
That's pretty interesting too. Yeah.
Hey, Eric, it's real simple.
Part of the clash.
Just don't search for any Franklin hats, and you'll be in good shape.
Oh, look at all that. Look at how much they braided the dye on that. Look at that.
We're flying, man. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Braiding 101 again.
Mhm.
Wow. But still, nice cherry picks, man.
Oh, that could be FS 501 on that 53S. I'd like to see that mint mark again.
Them gets the goods, man.
Yeah. Hang on.
Is that over a horizontal S or is that like a tripled S?
I'll show you.
It's a lazy S. Welcome to the laziest ranch. Ooh. Looks similar.
S over S northwest.
He says it is FS 501.
Yeah.
You nailed it, brother.
So
Good job, Adam.
Probably a little bit later dye state, huh?
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
a strong problem.
Dye scratches, east-west from mint mark.
Sandra has a great question. Why didn't they record it on the label? Because someone didn't pay for it to be on the label, probably because they didn't know they had it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Yeah,
what we love to find.
Yeah, maybe it was Steven's coin dealer buddy that submitted this.
I was just going to say that. Maybe it was the coin dealer that couldn't see it with his bare naked eye. So,
So there.
Shaun Savage, man.
I love it.
Man,
Awesome.
people are getting roasted tonight.
I love that.
Flame.
So this is how we benefit from people like that.
Exactly.
We come out of our proverbial shell. I mean, you want to deal with stuffy types?
And see,
What the
so-
shell is that all about?
What you do is even
I
though-
believe that this one was struck by used dyes.
we-
Huh.
Well, Yes.
Yeah, so what this allows you to do, and I'll explain this just real quickly if you guys haven't gotten it yet. And so at this point, you go to the show and you're looking through slabs and you see a coin like this and they're selling it. And at this point, your feet are doing the happy dance under the table because it's not on the label. What does that mean? Well, likely the guy's going to start in on a price above gray sheet. And so now you start seeing how low you can get. Hey man, what can you do for me on this coin? You know, my budget's tight and I'd really like to get this coin. What can you do? And you just chat with them for a little bit, maybe they'll give you a deal. And now you've gotten the coin below gray sheet and you turn around and you get it. You can sell it for the value of this
Right.
501.
Shay, were you talking about that $1804 you scored?
I can't afford it, man.
I'm working with X amount of dollars.
Yeah. Yeah. I've only got $200. Will you take it? And the last person in the show, everybody's left, right?
Oh man.
Yeah. So
Was that it?
Yeah.
Oh wow!
That's 3 nice cherry picks, Adam. Thanks for sharing.
Very cool.
Yeah. Word of advice for everyone else: stay away from the Franklins. He's got that market covered.
Yeah, I think so.
And everybody, go check your slabs right now.
Hey, I hear that that half dimes have no love right now. So if your eyes are good, I would certainly give that a try.
Yeah, and they
half dimes are one of, if not my favorite.
They and get the book, get the Valentine book, and I heard there was another book that just came out too on half dimes. Did anybody hear that? Somebody finished, kind of did more work on the half dimes, a more modern approach. But actually, Valentine's really good. He goes into the details of a lot of the dies, so you can actually a Valentine 7, you'll see it on a slab. It'd be like V7 or V1, and that's the author, Valentine, and he does those half dimes. I love it. It's so much fun.
Hey, Shaun, he thinks he's got him covered.
Yeah.
You don't think I just sit here and go, I was outside all day working on the farm, do you?
No, man. I thought you collected amusement park tokens this whole time.
Well, that's me.
Oh, that's good.
And Chris.
Hey,
What are we looking at there?
I'm ready for bed.
Yeah, we're almost done. I think we got 2 more coins left. And
All right.
You just stay where you're at there, mister. You just stay where you're at. We're not done
Hey,
yet.
I got to get up at like 4 a.m. for work, and it's 10:35 p.m. So
Right.
5 more minutes.
I'm getting older. I'm getting older, so I need rest.
Settle down there, Turbo.
I'm in bed before 4:35 in the morning. That's a good night for me.
Oh, this is like noon to me.
anybody want to
All
read
right.
it?
Yes,
Oh,
I will. As soon as
No, hold on. Let me get my magnifier out.
Oh,
yeah, right.
hush.
Crow. I got it. From element 47 regarding struck through with something or damage. Got this as part of my change for my shipping overcharge in an eBay package. Cool. Any chance this might be a strike through or just damage? The reverse where it is a little messed up. Kind of makes me lean towards damage because I'm thinking, why would a strike through on the back affect the reverse in that way? AFF. But anyways, I would think it would make the strike appear stronger, if anything. But I wanted to be sure before I threw it in the gone through pile. Thank you all so much, and as usual, have a great week. Well, somebody got angry.
Yeah.
She's damaged.
Yep.
Look how it distorted the shape of the coin.
Yeah. That's an angry spouse coin.
Yeah, somebody took like a cold chisel and bam.
Smacked it.
You're going to keep your coin collection? Well, here.
Now a legit strike-through error that looks similar to this would be perfectly round because the color hugs up against that. It's being struck with that forward something another on there. Yeah, it wouldn't spread the metal out the way it does, and you certainly wouldn't have what you see on the back of the coin where that same area is for this damage.
Yeah, something that was that strong, that thick or whatever, for it to make its way into the rim gutter too. Like, no. If it was, because it would have to be like a piece of metal or something, a piece of wood or something like that.
Yeah.
Deep of an impression.
An abnormally bigger or thicker piece of wood, not exactly bigger, because I've struck through wood debris before, and most of them are pretty shallow.
Yeah, it looks like a screwdriver mark.
Yeah, it's a flathead, huh?
Yeah. Well,
Chris is like, I'm falling
I know
asleep.
I said there was another, but I sure hope you guys understand out there that we could go on all night long, but some of us really do have to work tomorrow morning. So if we didn't get to your coin, I apologize. We'd love to try. We do have a number of coins still in the pipeline, and we will pick those up next week. So if you haven't heard from us yet on your coin, it's likely lined up for the show. We'll try to respond to the emails we have and appreciate your patience.
And please understand that we do have a Facebook page, Coin Q&A, that you can post all week long, your pictures and questions on there. If you're not a member and you want to join, please answer all the questions and agree to the rules, or we can't let you in. So if you've already gone in and tried to join, you didn't get accepted, go back in and answer. There's like 3 questions, and then you have to agree to the rules. So, and also, I'm probably the only one on the whole panel who doesn't have a job outside of all of this. We do the best we can to get to your questions during the week, but we do have lives. And this is, a courtesy that we do. So.
Yep.
There you go.
On that, Paula, on the bottom of the on the stream, you're going to find all the links to everything, to all of our own personal YouTube channels, links to the Facebook, the Q&A. It's all there. Just scroll down and click away.
There you go. And Shaun, don't forget BlueRidge's holiday giveaway tomorrow, you guys. If you're entered, please go to his channel and enter that giveaway for his holiday giveaway tomorrow.
Yeah, just comment on my video, my launch video for the giveaway, and I'll be announcing the winners tomorrow afternoon sometime.
Nice.
In it to win it.
Yep.
Be there.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
I do want to give a shout out to our moderators in our chat for doing what they do so good on keeping it right and clean and posting links.
Yes.
So always appreciated. We always can't be looking at the chat while we're looking at a coin and trying to figure out what's wrong with it and stuff. So thank you to the mods. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, we're missing a few of our mods tonight. Not sure where they are. We're going to have a little chat with them. No, I'm just kidding. But Ida and so, all right.
Thank you, guys. See y'all.
Bye, everyone.
Next week.
Hope you had fun.
Take care now. Bye-bye then.
Take care now. Bye-bye.
Aloha.